There's been a lot of talk about Super recently and its placement in the timeline. And, one of the biggest setbacks or critiques of the timeline is the exclusion of Bra. For those of you who don't know who that is, a minor character introduced at the end of Z in the manga and the anime, and a supporting, I'd call her a minor character at best in GT. Now, TV Tropes has it correctly by stating rather that she only exists as far as the manga is concerned to show that years later Bulma and Vegeta are still happily married. Um, but you've had a lot of people who wanted her to be introduced because they thought, oh, we're gonna get a good chance to see the next generation, the first female Super Saiyan with either her or Pan. And to that, I have to say, there seems to be a lack of understanding about one basic concept when it comes to Dragon Ball. Whether it be the creator, the writers who were involved with GT, or just anyone who's ever officially been in charge of the story. Dragon Ball's, I don't want to just blame Toriyama because I don't know to what extent he was involved with the plot of GT. I'll break it down like this. The people who have always been officially involved with the story of official Dragon Ball media have always chosen to have a female character, as far as fighting is concerned, take a back seat to male characters. Now, you can go and just think of to yourself throughout all of the original series, Z, GT, the Super series that's currently airing right now. When has a female character ever been just relevant to the point of they're either the leading hero, which we've had multiple times with characters that weren't Goku, um, or the leading villain? Now, one would argue, oh, well, 18 was the leading villain of the. No, no, she was one of several androids and apparently was the weakest of the group. There was some statement by Toriyama that her power was suppressed in comparison to her brother. Now, I say fighting wise because you'll have people who will say, "Oh no, Toriyama isn't sexist. What about Bulma? What about Bulma? What about Bulma?" And I'm not saying he is, but I am saying that what has been presented to me throughout watching this entire series and just being invested in this franchise are writers, again, not pinning it on him, that do not have an interest in having a female lead, either as the protagonist or antagonist. Now, again, I'm saying antagonist in terms of fighting because one could also argue, oh, but in Xuniverse, why is this? Oh, yeah, I was wondering why my thumb was appearing in the camera. In Xuniverse, well, Toa is the main villain, yeah, but she's not the one you have to fight, and you fight a male robot that she created like Bulma or, showed her mechanical expertise on, and they're still tied to love. So it's still a conservative view of women. And I'm bringing this up to suggest to people that are interested in seeing Bra for that reason and the idea that Super goes on long enough to get to her as a teenager slash young child or just any time where she actually can have the potential to fight. Even if she does fight, it will never be as the lead. And again, people will argue, oh, well, that's left for Goku and Vegeta and Gohan. No, but we've had moments where it was Piccolo during the Android saga, a little bit of the Frieza saga. We had it where it was Gotenks during the Buu saga. We had it where, it's been other characters besides those two or three that I just mentioned beforehand. So really there's no reason to want this character, other than just wanting continuity to make sense. But for the people who actually, are bummed out about this and disappointed, don't be, because even if you get her, she will not mean much of anything to the story. I can almost say that with a complete guarantee.